the storm with your heart. Play the storm with your heart.
Carolina Panthers, and they've had a busy offseason. Number one, they were able to get a new head coach. We all know Frank Wright, he was fired during the middle of the season. They had an interim head coach. Now they have Dave Canales, who was the offensive coordinator from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who helped Baker Mayfield had his best year as a pro. So that's a really big thing. He pretty much resurrected Baker Mayfield's career because he was on the way out, or at least to be a backup for the rest of his career. So that's a huge hire for them. I think he'll be a great addition to the Carolina Panthers. I think he'll really help Bryce Young develop, because last year Bryce Young was running for his life and he was out there on an island by himself. So without further ado, we're going to talk about just the offseason moves first for the Carolina Panthers, and then we're going to get to our opinions and what we think this season will look like for the Carolina Panthers. So let's go to the depth chart. As of right now, the projected starters for the Carolina Panthers is Bryce Young. They say that Chuba Hubbard will be the starting running back.
What's his name?
Chuba Hubbard. Whoa, that's not a name.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard. Okay, Deontay Johnson, Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette. So those are the starting wide receivers. You have, let me see, Tommy Tremble. I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of the dude. Let me see, is he new? Nah, I ain't never heard. He nice?
Tight end, right?
Yeah, he's tight end. He nice.
I know I heard of him. I don't know if he's all that good or anything. I just know who he is.
Well, looking at his stats, he's pretty. I'm not gonna call him trash, but he didn't really do much. And they brought in a lot of new offensive linemen. They brought in like 2 really good guards. They paid a lot of money, so that's good. That's good for them. Give Bryce Young more time to pass. What else did they do? So they brought in a guard. They brought in 2 guards. Excuse me. They brought in an offensive tackle. They brought in Sean Robinson. They brought in a linebacker. They brought in Jadeveon Clowney. I think, what's his name? J.C. Horn. Was he injured? Did he get injured during the season?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah, so he's going to come back, and he still looks really good. I mean, I saw him in coverage versus Xavier Legette, and he was clamping him down. So I guess he's still one of the better corners in the NFL. I shouldn't see any regression from him. And let's see who we got else. Who we got? Jordan Fuller, safety, and Miles Sanders, right? Wait. Where is I thought Miles Sanders.
He played for them last year.
Oh, so where does he play now? Oh, he still plays for them. Wait, he's third on the depth chart? No way.
Behind Chuba Hubbard
and Jonathan Brooks. No way. No way.
No, that sounds about right. If you
really?
looked at the workload split towards the end of the season, Chuba Hubbard was getting most of the carries.
Wow. He really was a
Miles Sanders was not very good.
I know that, but wow, going from first string to third string after having a Pro Bowl caliber year with the Eagles.
Well, big difference going from that Eagles line to the Panthers line.
Man, the fall from grace is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he got his money. That's
what it's all about.
So Carolina draft picks, they haven't, because they pretty much lost they traded up to get Xavier Legette, Jonathan Brooks, Trevin Wallace from Kentucky, Jatavian Sanders. Oh yeah, everybody else I don't think we really need to talk about. But yeah, man, that's about it for them. So yeah, give me your thoughts on the Carolina Panthers this season. How do you think the season's gonna look for them? Are you optimistic that they'll improve?
I think they'll improve for sure. It really banks on if the system is Dane Canales or Dave.
I think it's Dave. Yes,
Dave. Okay, the system that Dave Canales runs will be beneficial to Bryce Young. We all know Bryce Young had a rough year last year. He made C.J. Stroud look like Pat Mahomes in comparison, but he also the scheme was and receivers wasn't getting open. They had Jonathan Mingo sneaking up to join the field. He wasn't creating no separation.
No.
And now they got guys. They bought into Deontay Johnson. They drafted Xavier Leggett. And they got linemen because blocking was a huge issue last year for the Panthers. I mean, it seemed like Bryce Young was running for his life every play. Remember that screenshot that kept getting clipped from the game where, like, I don't know if he was on the ground. Bryce Young was on the ground or something. I don't know, but it was like, good grief, this man has no time in the pocket. And he had Adam Thielen as his wide receiver one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, what are we doing here? So I think as long as Dave Canales can put that offensive system that it made, like how he made Baker Mayfield a better QB. If he can do the same thing for Bryce Young, they'll definitely get better on this year. My worry, they did lose Brian Burns, who was their best edge rusher. I know they have a Derek Brown on the line. They also got
Sean Robinson, he's more like a depth piece, but he's starting though, which I'm not very. I don't like that too much. They brought in Jadeveon Clowney. They still have Shaq Thompson, but Brian Burns is a huge loss.
Yeah, and the secondary is still solid. Well, at least J.C. Horn, because I'm looking at these other guys. Richie Grant, he's cool. Jesse, is this the wrong team?
Yeah, you probably if you said Jesse Bates, I'm like, whoa. When were they? The Falcons traded Jesse Bates? I'm like, nah.
Now here we go.
Yeah,
here we go. Okay, Xavier Woods, Cowboys legend. Jordan Fuller, he's solid.
Yeah, that's a solid pickup.
Who the heck is Deshaun Jameson and Lamar Jackson?
I've heard of Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's that good, but I've definitely heard of him before. I think he might be a rookie. I think he's a rookie. I heard his name in college too. My fault. This is his third season. What am I talking about? But yeah, I remember seeing him. I definitely remember seeing him in college. I forgot what college he went to, but I always heard his name in college for sure. Nebraska.
Well, in any event, this isn't a team we're expecting to compete for no playoffs this year. So if I'm a Panthers fan, I would temper my expectation. If you win 6-7 games, it's a W. At this point, because it really depends. Honestly, it really depends on divisional. If they can do somewhat decent, like if they could go even in the division, that's a big win for them.
Yeah.
If they go 3-3 on the year for division games, hey, take that because it shows progress.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, I think when it comes to this team, I'm not expecting much from the defense. I think offensively, there should be a massive jump, especially when you bring in Dave Canales and then you draft Xavier Leggett and you trade for DeJounte Johnson. I'm expecting big things. I thought I said Deontay Johnson. All right, but anywho, yeah, I expect major jumps for this team offensively. If not, then what's the point of bringing in
especially
that
on
coach
that side of the ball and signing them linemen to them big contracts? It'd be a waste.
Yeah, so I expect the offense to look really well. I don't expect much from defense. And then the division, I think the division is relatively weak. You could argue it's the worst division in football. So if they could play well in the division, I mean, they can squeak by with maybe, like you said, 6 or 7 wins. I think that is the ceiling for them. I think I wouldn't say it's the best case scenario, but from where they were in the previous season, as long as they're competitive in every game, then I think it's a win and the offense looks relatively decent. Then they pretty much did what they needed to do for this season. So that's how I look at it for the Carolina Panthers. We can move on.
This schedule is not very kind this year.
It's tough.
For the Panthers, yes.
For the Panthers, yeah. Well, looking at the schedule, they have the Saints first week at New Orleans. Then they have the Chargers.
We're gonna get to the Saints. I saw a clip yesterday that did not inspire any type of confidence that I had in the Saints.
Was that the clip from an interview? And it was Chris Olave talk, and I think the person interviewing Chris Olave asked the question, saying that was there like a play during training camp that had you like, okay, we're gonna be good this season or something like that. I don't. Was that the clip you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, I saw that too, and he was like,
He said, not really. Like, dang.
he's very blunt with his answer. Like he's gonna tell you how it is, and he's a great interviewer for sure. But yeah, they have the Vegas, they have Cincinnati, Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, Denver. Yeah, for Carolina, this isn't the best schedule, but it's the NFL. You're gonna have to play some dudes, no matter
True.
how bad
Bad.
or bad a team you are. So it is what it is. Let's go on.
Just let me be me.